All right, I'm back. It was more like 5 minutes. I just checked it, make sure it's all cleaned up as I could. It's clean as I'm gonna get it, but it's what it is. It's important to get the old stuff off because if you don't, it doesn't adhere to it properly and it'll eventually rip off. So, yeah, like I said, best thing to do is just get it off as much as you can. Do not dig into the arrow because you're just gonna destroy the arrow. All right, that's all set. So now we're gonna get to this boning. These fletchings are already pre-primed. These are also boning. They're already pre-primed, so you don't need to prime. Some arrow fletchings you do need to prime, and you got to get a primer pen. These you don't. What you do is, I like to see if I can do this. Put the fletching in. I mean the jig in. Places in. Push down all the way into the section. Inside here, sorry, one thing I didn't tell you. Inside here, there's a little triangle piece. You can't really see it. Maybe you can. Right there. So that's how you know where your knock is going to go. It's going to sit right in there. And that's going to determine how you know where your knock point is and also where this line intersects. And there's a little, I think there's either a dot there or there's some lettering in there. And that'll indicate where you have to place this. Sometimes what I do is if I'm unsure if it's not gonna be the right spot, before I glue it, I do a dry fit or a dry run. I'll take the fletching like this, place it where I think it's gonna go, and I usually put that right at the edge of on that line. Probably like that. And then I'll just take, there's a magnet right there. There's a magnet, there's a clip. This clip holds pretty tight. I'll take it. And see, I just did popped out. So you keep your finger up here to hold in place. This end hits this back like that. And as you can tell, I'm not in the right place. I mean, it looks a little off. It's kind of off. So I'll do is I'll just move the fletching up a little. Because the thing is, when you get them to do one, sometimes the person who did it last didn't do it right. You know, they could have just did something close enough to it, and you have to kind of line them up yourself, which is a pain. But again, this is what the downside is of fletching your arrows, right? That's pretty close. I mean, it's less than a 16th of an inch, so that's good. So that's how you would do it. You put that on like that, drop this in, push this corner to the back of this, tight, and then look at it before you do it. All right, that looks good. Pull it off. I usually place it down just like that. Take my glue. Put the glue on here with an even bead. Not too heavy, not too light. Nice even bead. I got blue so I can see it. They do have clear. The blue does dry up a little. Pretty clearly, actually. All right, so now we're gonna put this on. Hold the arrow down, click it, push down, push it in, and press down for a few minutes. This should dry within like 15 seconds, like that, 20 seconds. So I have to just keep my hand on it, press down on it. And so I'm pressing arrow into the jig and I'm pressing this clip down onto the arrow so it stays. So I'll have one finger pushed down, my thumb pushing in. So I'm making a nice tight seal. Just so it seals. And I can say I did everything I could to make it even. And I'll let go. You shouldn't shoot your arrows until the next day. So if you have one that's broken, do it in the morning and then come back to it the next day and you can shoot it. What's going to happen now is I'm going to take this alcohol, as we talked about before, open the cap. As you can see, the cap's sealed. Pop it, I'm gonna put some, maybe I can just do it from here. I'm gonna take the Q-tip, I'm gonna put this in there, and I'll leave this inside the cap, just so it's not all over the place. What's gonna happen now is, when I'm away for a few more minutes, and then I'm gonna clean in between the arrow and the fletching, like right there. So, because it's just, the glue comes out. So what you do is now is hold the arrow right there like I'm doing it, squeeze, pull out, lift, take this and just wipe it. And then wipe it again. And that's it. The best thing you should definitely do, as they say, is once you wipe it like that, you want to clean it off. I mean, that's the problem when you clean it. It doesn't really come off completely, right? So you just want to kind of clean that off, get it nice. You definitely should put some glue, a dab on the front. Get it? Dab in the back. And all it does is it keeps it from having an issue. And that's it. I mean, it's not the cleanest, but it's clean enough for me. I mean, it doesn't bother me if it's dirty or not, because at least I know I've done them, and it's set, you know. So for me, having these a little dirty every so often, I'm not getting paid to put these in. They're my arrows, and I don't care. So for me, it's not like it's life or death that they're dirty. But yeah, you definitely need a Q-tip to clean this edge like that. And that's really it. There you go. Arrows fletched, pretty clean. Looks pretty even to me. Hope you guys liked the video. Again, this is Mike of Archery. Subscribe, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, tell me what you think of the video, and I'll see you next one. Thanks.